Hey guys, what's going on? It's LC Muscles here, and today it is time for the Pain and Game Pick'em Show, episode number 14. And I know this is going to be a shorter video than usual because, unfortunately, it is Christmas Eve, though, and this is really a last-minute thing, though. I want to introduce my guest today, Mr. Steve Charisma. He's here.
Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. I'm glad to be a part of this Pain and Gain Pick'em show with Mr. Lucas Cantwell. Thank you for inviting me. And sorry for the rest of the crew that couldn't be with us, Mr. Garrison and the bald-headed, you-know-who, the battle turd guy himself, Mr. Romy. But they're all doing their own thing, so we're just here to do our pick'ems and see how these games shall go. So let's get started.
All right, let's get started. Let's get right to it. All right, so tonight's game, it's going to be the Oakland Raiders hosting the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to let you go first. Let's see what happens.
Chargers and Raiders. All right, well, let's see. The Chargers come off their victory over the Miami Dolphins, surprisingly, 30-14. I think I went with the Dolphins over them. So, and the Raiders did... they lost to the Packers, right? Well,
they did lose to the Packers 30-20 last week.
Right. Well, this game, this kind of looks like it could go either way, in my opinion. I mean, Chargers aren't doing so well. Raiders are okay. Best record chance they got going is 6-8. Well, 8-8, excuse me, if they win the final game. So I'm pretty much leaning towards the Raiders on this one, but I just got a feeling this game could go either way, in my opinion. So I say Raiders 32-21.
That's a good score. I think the Raiders will win because it could possibly be their last home game in Oakland if they are moving to Los Angeles. Like, the move could happen January 12th and 13th in the owners' meeting. But right now, the Chargers, the Oakland Raiders really want to win this game because it is Charles Woodson's last game.
Right.
Fans have driven up. There was like one fan that drove like 1,171 miles to see Charles Woodson's last game. It'll be a good game, but it'll be a good fireworks for Charles Woodson getting a pick six in this game, sending the Oakland Raiders to a victory in Woodson's final home game. I'm going to say the Oakland Raiders win it, even though the Chargers could play spoiler next week, which we'll get to next week. But I think that the Chargers will play spoilers, but not for this week, though. I say the Oakland Raiders get a late interception to seal the game, 28-24.
Nice.
All right, next game on the list, the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is another close game as well. I'm going to go on this one first.
All right.
We're going to alternate for each time. This game is going to be interesting because the Eagles are without their starting cornerbacks, Byron Maxwell, Nolan Carroll, and Eric Rowe. And the Redskins are definitely on a hot streak right now. This is going to be a very interesting game to see who will take over and who will win this game, because if the Redskins win this week, they will win the NFC East. The Giants will be eliminated. The Eagles will be eliminated. Man, this is a tough game. But the Eagles, I really want to see the Eagles win because, I used to live in Jersey, but I wasn't the biggest Eagles fan. But, the Eagles had some really up and down years. They had a bad game against Arizona last week. Yeah. But, I think they'll rebound this week and get a win against the Redskins because last year in Washington, I think Cody Parkey missed a couple of field goals, and the Redskins got the upset win. This time, however, I think the Eagles will get the upset win. I'm going to say the Eagles get it off a late Redskins missed field goal, 23-22.
Interesting. That is a pretty good prediction right there. The Eagles, like we said, them losing pretty bad to them Cardinals, and the Redskins beating the Buffalo Wild Wing Bills.
Yep.
I think pretty much I'm pretty much set on the Eagles myself as well because, it just seems like a good pick to me. So you pretty much explained it all. So Eagles as well. I say 33-27.
Good pick. All right, next game on the list. The Carolina Panthers, undefeated Carolina Panthers, 2 games away from an undefeated season, travel to Atlanta, play the Falcons. Who you got on this one?
Now, correct me if I'm right or wrong, but didn't the Panthers host the Falcons in Carolina before? And I said that the Falcons were going to upset them and like end their perfect season. Boy, was I wrong on that.
Alex said the same thing.
Wow. But, oh boy. Well, as I look at this, I mean, the Panthers faced, the Giants in the last game, and it wound up going to a tie, I think, and the Panthers won 38-35 on the field goal.
That is right.
And the I forgot which game we're on. The Falcons, pretty much.
They beat the Jaguars. Didn't
Yeah,
it was a very close game, though.
But pretty much everybody, I think, went for the Jaguars in that game, but I think I went for the Falcons. So
You did. I do remember that.
yeah. So for this game, I mean, the Panthers are just doing so good. I mean, the Falcons are just surprising me. I thought they were just going to do a little bit better than this because, as we mentioned before, they won a lot of games and they lost 5 or 6 in a row, as we mentioned.
I think they lost 6 in a row before the Jaguars game, and then they it was 6 in a row. They beat the Jaguars now, so they finally ended the losing streak.
Yeah. So for this one, as I said once before about the Falcons upsetting them before, now I don't see this as a possibility still. I see the Panthers still winning this game and going 15-0 and still remaining undefeated. So Panthers over the Falcons, 27-24 on a field goal.
Very nice. All right. The Falcons could play spoilers here, but because, this is probably the one game that the Falcons and Panthers could let up because the Falcons are pretty much trying to play spoiler at this point. The Falcons aren't going anywhere. They're not going to make the playoffs because I think the Vikings will clinch. We'll talk about that later. But I really think that the Carolina Panthers are going to win this game. I think it'll be a close game until the fourth quarter. I'm going to say final score 23-21. Carolina Panthers. All right, next game on the list. Let's talk about this game, shall we? It's an interesting game. The Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game could be interesting. I'm going to go first on this one. This game could be really interesting because the Buccaneers, they are much more improved team from last year. They were 2-14, number 1 overall draft pick this year. They are not going to be in that. They're going to be getting a good draft pick this year. The Bears, they definitely are improving. They're not as good as they were, I think, the past couple of years. But the Bears are showing some signs of life under John Fox, and they can improve their defense. The Bears could be a formidable foe next season, but I don't see the Bears winning here. As much as I have another coworker as a Bears fan, I just don't see it. I think the Buccaneers at home finish their regular season finale at Tampa Bay with a win. I'm going to say Buccaneers win before going to Carolina. Final score 31-21.
Did anybody see the Buccaneers and Rams game on Thursday Night Football? Those crazy uniforms.
My God! Ketchup and mustard.
I know. I mean, God, that in my opinion was weird. I mean, just seeing them, I'm like, oh my God, it's colors of the rainbow. It's confusing, but
yeah, it is confusing. It's like the color rush uniforms don't even try.
I know, kind of like something. Well, yeah, but the Bears pretty much got a whooping from the Vikings in the last game. So I was gonna think just a bit. I'm not gonna take too much time, but I'm pretty much just gonna go with the Buccaneers in this one as well. Bears are just not playing like the Bears, in my opinion. So Buccaneers for me, 30-17.
All right, it's a good score. All right, next game on the list. Let's go to Buffalo, the home of the Wild Wings. Buffalo Bills and Dallas Cowboys. And we get to see Kellen Moore explain what's going to happen in this game.
Yeah, the Cowboys just they lost to the Jets 19-16, and still without Tony Romo, and still got Whedon, I think, and Matt Castle, and what's the other one? I pretty much think this looks like a victory, in my opinion, to the Bills, because the Cowboys are just absolutely not playing like the team they are. Just if they probably had Romo with them, then they'd probably be doing a little bit better. But still, that's another. There's another team that's kind of doing that same thing too, and they've got like 2 quarterbacks and stuff. But we'll get to that later. And I think pretty much this is a victory for the Bills over the Cowboys. So wings over Cowboys, 30-20.
30-20. All right.
Mhm.
All right. So next game is on the list is going to be an interesting match. I actually wait. No, I gotta get my pick real quick.
Yeah,
I forgot. I have to get my pick, and then we're going to go to the next game. So the
Right.
Bills obviously are going to dominate the Cowboys. Kellen Moore won't be able to make a difference. Won't be able to make a difference to the Cowboys. Bills are going to crush Dallas at home because you know what they're trying to place for at this point. They're out of the playoffs. So I'm going to say Bills 38, Cowboys 17. I just don't see. All right. Yep. Unfortunately, the Bills are a much better team. Next game, San Francisco, Detroit. The game, aka the game no one's going to be watching. This game, I'm sorry, this game no one's going to watch it. Except for people who are going to Detroit. You're going to have the Detroit super fans being the Detroit super fans that they are. They're not really playing for much. Neither is San Francisco. Detroit, though, does have the better offense. They did beat New Orleans on Monday night, so they do have some momentum. I'm going to say the Lions win. Because seriously, if the Bengals can't beat the Bengals without Andy Dalton, 49ers have no hope. Lions 29-21.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, nothing really to say about it because the 49ers got a terrible record and Lions do as well. I mean, for the 49ers, my advice, fire the head coach, please. I mean, I'm just saying move on and just get somebody else. Lions come off their Monday night victory over the Saints, which kind of caught me by surprise. I thought the Saints would pull it off, but
Same here. I thought the Saints were going to pull off, too.
yeah. So just to get out of the way, Lions over the 49ers as well. I say 30-16.
30-16. Good score. All right, this is going to be a blowout, unfortunately. Kansas City Chiefs and Cleveland Browns. I'm going to let you go
My
first.
God. Just to make it short, simple, and sweet, Chiefs for the win. Excuse me. Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs! I like
Oh, my God. That's wrong. Here's my thing with the Kansas City Chiefs Cleveland Browns. You only have to know one motion. Oh. Kansas City Chiefs 34, Cleveland Browns 17 if they're lucky.
37-20, I'd say. I didn't get my score.
That's okay. Don't worry about me. You're good.
Yeah.
All right, next game on the list. New England Patriots and the New York Jets.
Oh, boy.
What do you wait. Oh, wait, I'm going to go first.
I went first for the last one, so you go.
I just got to make sure I keep that up. I just remember that. All right, so the Patriots and Jets. The Jets still have a chance at the playoffs. Patriots have a chance at the number 1 overall seed. And this is going to be an interesting game, probably one of the best games in the AFC. But yet, knowing our local station in Florida, they're going to air the Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis Colts. That game's going to suck. Anyway, I feel bad for Alex because he's going to that game. But anyway, the Patriots, I think, are going to win this game because the Jets, they're bound to have their winning record. Like, they're going to get a winning record. There's no doubt about that. But their time winning is going to end soon. And the Patriots are going to put the Jets in check and tell them why they are the best in the AFC East for a reason. I'm going to say the Patriots in a close game with a late Steven Gostkowski field goal, 25-21, Patriots.
Mm-hmm. This game could be pretty close. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at this myself, and I'm actually going to take a shot at this, and I'm actually going to try and say the Jets over the Patriots in this one.
All right.
I just think the Jets have a pretty good chance. I mean, it is in New Jersey, and I just think the Patriots could be due for another loss. I mean, I just with them being 12-2, I just see the Jets having a possibility. So I say Jets over the Patriots in overtime, 30-27 field goal.
All right. Well, my thing is, I think the Jets Patriots are going to win, and then they'll probably rest everybody the next game against Miami. That's what I just honestly think. But the Jets could win. If the Jets do win, I would like to see that too.
Yeah.
Next game, the one game Alex is going to, the Golden Dolphins. Oh, this is gonna be a boring ass game.
Mm-hmm.
I know. You went first, Les? Oh yeah, or I did.
You went first for the.
Okay, so you're gonna go first on this. What do you think about this snooze fest?
Well, I pretty much say that the Colts have been pretty banged up, and Hasselbeck, I think, was out. Was he out for the game against the last one, or did he?
Hasselbeck did play.
Okay.
He did play, but he got an injury late though. So they put in White Clipboard Jesus, Charlie Whitehurst.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I really didn't pay much attention to the game. So pretty much, Dolphins starting with a record of 5-9, and the Colts being 6-8. This would be. This sounds like a victory, in my opinion, to the Dolphins in this, actually, because Tannehill, he's good and stuff, but the Colts have just been banged up, and I think this thing pretty much the luck has not been on their side without him, so that's my opinion. But I say Dolphins over the Colts, 27-22.
I'm sorry. But after how bad the Dolphins looked on Sunday against the Chargers, I had to watch that game over the Steelers-Broncos game. And yet there were actual complaints from many people living in this area saying, why do we have to watch the Dolphins and Chargers? This is a boring game. Why can't we watch the Steelers-Broncos game? There were a lot of complaints. And because they don't want to see the Dolphins. I'm sorry. They do not want to see the Dolphins. The Dolphins are an absolute embarrassment this season. They just need to pack it up. Their season's over. They're just doing nothing. I seriously want the Dolphins to tank so they get a good draft pick. Because if they can get in the top 5 or at least top 8 of the draft picks this year, they can get a great player. Because this draft has some good players coming out of it. So I'm going to say the Colts on this one. Because I think Clipboard Jesus is going to take the Colts to a victory thanks to a late Dante Moncrief touchdown. I'm saying the Colts 27, Dolphins 24.
Okay.
All right. Wait. You said so? Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No.
All right. So next game on the list. This is going to be who? It could be either a bad or a terrible game, in my opinion. The Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And actually, you know what? As this game is actually looking at an upset special, it could be an upset again for the Tennessee Titans because Zach Mettenberger is coming back in. And Zach Mettenberger is not a bad quarterback. But the problem is that the problem with the problem with the Titans is their team is terrible. Most of their team is terrible. They have a few star players. The Texans are having to rely on Brandon Weeden. I'm sorry. I just don't like Brandon Weeden. He's awful. He was awful in the Cowboys. He was awful in the Browns. What can this guy do? He barely got the Texans to a victory last week. So you know what? This is my upset pick of the week. Tennessee Titans over the Houston Texans. Because you know what? The Titans at least have a healthy quarterback that at least has some experience winning games. Give me the Titans over the Texans with the late Delaney Walker touchdown. I'm going to say final score, Titans 19, Texans 13.
Interesting. I think this game, you explained it pretty much, so I'm just going to get out of the way real quick. So I'm just going to say, Lord, tough decision. I'm just going to take a shot, and I'm just going to go with the Houston Texans over the Titans, in my opinion. I'm just going to say that. So Texans 27-23.
27-23? All right. So next game on the list.
Oh, boy. I wonder what it is.
Wait, what? You wonder what?
I wonder what it is.
Wonder what it is. All right, next game is gonna be, oh boy, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Oh boy, I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
Now I know why you invited me. No,
that's not the reason why. That's not the reason why. I know you're a Ravens fan. I know you guys are out of here, but I didn't mean to. I'm not doing it in a mean way. I'm just.
I know. Just playing. Okay. All right, so here we go. The Ravens face the Kansas City Chiefs last week in Baltimore. Oh, God. What way to describe that game? Terrible.
I know someone that was from my neighborhood went to the game, and he said there were more Chiefs fans than Ravens fans, and they were doing the tomahawk chop.
I didn't know that, but I had a few relative, a friend from Facebook and a friend on Skype as well that went to the game as well. So they still said they had fun, but I mean, here's the deal. I mean, we're down like 10 points, and in the fourth quarter, and I pretty much had my cousin over because he likes to watch the game with me. So we played some Wii bowling and stuff as that game was getting out of hand for us. So we just said, all right, that's it. We're doing something different. So we did our Wii bowling, and our grandfather comes back and he says, but the game won. The Ravens are coming back. I'm like, nah, they're not coming back. They're going to lose. So we turn it on, and they get a first down somehow, but then the coach Andy Reid wanted to throw the red flag to challenge it, but he was a little bit too late because the Ravens already snapped the ball. And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. Now we got a chance to get back in this. But do we? No, it's picked off by the guy, and he returns it all the way for a damn touchdown.
Marcus Peters, ugh.
Unbelievable. And the crowd was booing the whole entire time as they just said, that's it. We're done. We're screwed. That's it. God, I mean... And not only that, the best play of the game for the Ravens was Jimmy Clausen's Hail Mary to Aiken, I think, or whoever.
That was pretty awesome. I'll give you guys that. That was an awesome play.
That was the only thing that was best that was in the game. That was it. And then the rest is history, 34-14. So for this game, Lord, as much as I don't usually do this that much, the Steelers just have healthy players. We don't. This is in Baltimore, but as much as I don't like to do this, but I gotta. So my prediction is Steelers over the Ravens. As much as I don't go with them a lot of times, but I do. But this game is because the Ravens are just banged up and look like crap. So forgive me, Raven fans. I'm still a fan no matter what, but I just have to go with the other choice. So Steelers over the Ravens, 30-20.
I think you guys are going to pick, but I'm going to say some stuff about the Ravens because you know what? I think you guys have a better chance of beating us than the Browns do. Not only that, but I think you guys will be spoilers next weekend because I know you guys. I don't think you guys will win this week. It's not going to happen. I don't think it'll happen this week. But next week, though, in Cincinnati, I think you guys can pull it off if AJ McCarron's playing because he won't once again probably have Tyler Eifert. Andy Dalton will be out. I think you guys can play spoiler next week because if your cornerbacks can play good, I think you guys will be a little bit better. This game, I think, is going to be a little bit more of an experimentation game for the next game because I know Coach Harbaugh wants to beat Cincinnati for his final home game. They want to beat Cincinnati because to spoil Cincinnati's season, put them in a wild card instead of having the division championship would be awesome. And I think, oh boy, I'm picking the Ravens next week to win, but this week I got to go with the Steelers. And I respect the Ravens more than I do the Bengals. At least your team, the Ravens, are not dirty and try and take out the star running back at home twice in a year, 2 times in the past 2 years.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I hate the Bengals now. I definitely respect the Ravens more, especially Ray Lewis, who's a great player. Yep. Bengals are just a bunch of freaking thugs. I am sorry. I cannot stand the Bengals. Final score, I'm going to pick 38-19 Steelers. Because I think you guys will keep it close for a while, but I still think the Steelers are going to win. They just have too much firepower. But I think next week, you guys will start getting close because I think You have to put in Ryan Mallett, and Ryan Mallett will lead the Ravens over the win against the Bengals next week.
Okay.
We'll talk about that more next week, though.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather have play the Ravens and have the Ravens be us than the freaking Bengals. I can't stand the Bengals now. They think they're so good. It's like, oh, we're so good because we hit dirty. We're good. I'm Vontaze Burfict. I'm a rip off of James Harrison who hits dirty. You're a moron who's stupid, who got undrafted in college because you're an idiot. Enough said about the Bengals. We'll talk about them in the Monday matchup. Next game on the list. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. And good God, this game. I really seriously want to see the Jaguars win the division. I really want to see the Jacksonville Jaguars win the division because Chuck Pagano is going to be on the sideline in January being like, how did the Jaguars beat us for the division? He's going to be sitting there like this. Because I really think the Jacksonville Jaguars have something good in them. Blake Bortles is a great touchdown thrower. He's been throwing touchdowns left and right. Allen Robinson leads the league in touchdown receptions. I can't even say that. I'm sorry. I can't even say that with a straight face. Like, I cannot believe a Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver is leading the league in touchdown receptions. That's unbelievable. I would never say that in like 20 years. Probably the time I could probably say that is when they were good with Mark Brunell. That's the only time I could really say that.
Yep, I agree.
I'm going to go Jaguars on this one because the Saints are one of the worst defenses. Blake Bortles is going to at least have 5 touchdowns because I'm getting him for my fantasy line because he's going to have 5 touchdowns against the Saints defense. Jacksonville 42, Saints 35.
Wow. Let's see. There was something about Drew Brees that he has like some kind of foot injury.
Fasciitis.
Yeah, and
he could be out for the game. So the backup, I think, is Chase Daniel, for what I remember for the Saints. Let me see. I think let me take a look here, but either way, the Saints are still terrible. They're still fucking terrible. I'm sorry. Drew Brees. Who is there? Oh, Matt Flynn and Garrett Grayson.
Probably be Matt Flynn. I don't know.
More likely Matt Flynn, but they could give Garrett Grayson help because they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're a terrible team. Let's just throw this guy out here, rookie out here. He hasn't gotten anything all season. So,
well, in that case, yeah. Well, in that case, I'll just agree with you as well. I agree with what you said about the Jaguars. So, yeah, I'll go with them as well over the Saints. 33-23.
Good pick. All right, next game on the list. Do I really have to pick this game? Because this game is pretty obvious. I looked on Yahoo Sports, it is 99% for one team and 1% for the other. Seahawks and Rams. I think you could guess the numbers there. I'm going to let you go first on this one.
All right. Let's see. We already mentioned the Rams, and Seahawks come over their victory over the Cleveland Browns Stains, 30-13, and I'm pretty much thinking that this was like a obvious, in my opinion, victory for the Seahawks. That's pretty much what I think. The Rams just not a whole lot for me to say about him, man. I saw the Thursday Night Football game. I explained it. Ketchup, mustard, we know, and stuff, but...
Ketchup, mustard.
Exactly. I'm a ketchup guy, honestly. But anyway, I'm going Seahawks over the Rams, 37-10.
37. Damn. The Rams do have some offense with Case Keenum, but this is a great Christmas present for all Rams fans. Getting to see your team get killed by the Seahawks. Seahawks 49, Rams 20. It's going to be a blowout. Russell Wilson is another option I'm considering because he'll probably throw another 4 or 5 touchdowns, run for another. Yeah. This game looks like a great game in paper. The Green Bay Packers and Arizona Cardinals. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. What do you think of that? Actually, I get to go first on this.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. This is going to be an interesting game. The only thing the one thing I do have to say about the Packers is their offense has been half and half. They've had some good performances, but only 20 against Dallas, really, at home? This is going to be an interesting game, but this could be a really, really good game. But Arizona is looking to get a bye week. They are looking to get a bye week because they won't get the Panthers, obviously. But they are looking to clinch a bye week as the number 2 overall seed. And the Packers still have a chance that they can win out. But Arizona Cardinals at home, they're going to want to win for Tyrann Mathieu, who just tore his ACL. Please get better, Tyrann Mathieu. I say that the Arizona Cardinals win this game. It will be a shootout. Final score, 37-31, Arizona.
Somebody I know is going to be pretty excited about this game. We all know him very well.
Baby!
But honestly, in my opinion, for my pick in this one, I'm actually going with the other side. I'm going with the Packers.
Really? Wow.
Yes. I mean, my pick, when I saw this game, I mean, my first pick on this one was really the Packers. I mean, the Cardinals are doing really well with a record of 12-2, but I just don't really see them honestly finishing the season 14-2. I see it possibly 13-3.
I see 13-3 for the Cardinals. I think they'll lose next week.
Yeah.
The Seahawks.
Yeah, but this one I'm going just with my gut went with in the first one, and that is the Packers, and I say 42-37, down to a field goal.
All right. Now this game, Sunday Night Football, check your local listings.
Mm-hmm.
The Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Originally, they were supposed to be the Steelers-Ravens. Why he took away his primetime game to put this shitty game on, I will never know.
Yeah, really.
Steelers-Ravens should have been the primetime game. No matter what. It was like, oh, we want ratings. We want to see teams that are good. NFC East is horrible. I'm sorry. NFC East is one of the worst divisions in football. God, I can't stand this. Listen, what do you have to say about this game?
Well, I don't really have a lot to say, but I know one person we know actually hates this team, the home team, and the other, Mr. Casual, or whoever it is, likes the other team and all that.
And I believe in I got the Giants. Even without Odell Beckham Jr., they'll win 49-0. That's my prediction.
It's the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Football instead of being the Ravens and the Steelers. So now I get to watch this. Boyhood.
Boyhood. I got Boyhood. Boyhood. Best film ever. And Brooklyn and the Danish Girl. Oh my God. Eddie Raymond looks so pretty as a woman in the movie.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
Let's get back to football.
Yeah. So anyway, I pretty much am going with the Minnesota Vikings in this one over the Giants. Just get this out of the way real quick. I say 33-26.
I'm sorry, without Odell Beckham Jr., the Giants have no chance. This is the game where their season gets eliminated.
No, it's not going to get eliminated. They're going to beat the Eagles next week. They're going to win the NFC East.
No, I'm sorry. I cannot say this enough. The Vikings are going to win this game. I'm sorry, Jerome. The Minnesota Viking bitch asses are going to win this game at home because, without Odell Beckham Jr., with him losing that suspension, the Giants have no chance. Who are you going to throw? Dwayne Harris and Ruben Randall? No, the Vikings are going to have them covered by Trey Waynes and their other corners. So, and Stephon Diggs will at least get 2 touchdowns. I'm saying the Minnesota Vikings 38-21 in this game. And oh boy, let's end off this episode on a high note.
Yes.
The Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football.
Yes. And you pick.
All right. You already know, everyone knows how I feel about the Bengals. The most overrated team in football, the team that is the dirtiest team in football, and the team that should not have the record they have right now. So, yeah, the Bengals are playing without Tyler Eifert once again and without Andy Dalton once again. They're playing on the road in Denver. Okay, and here's the thing, though. All the Bengals look like, oh, we're the best team in the AFC North because we beat the 49ers. Yeah. I'm like, you okay? You beat them 24-14. Congratulations. You only won by 10. Steelers won 43-18, motherfuckers. Seriously. Bengals fans are like all jizz in their pants trying to say, oh, we're gonna get the bye. We're gonna beat the Broncos because we beat them. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? We actually got lucky and beat the Broncos. I'm gonna say that. We got lucky because you know what? Denver had a much better game. If it wasn't for Brock Osweiler getting hurt in the middle of the game with that shoulder injury, I think the Broncos could have beaten us. Because the first half made me look like, oh my God. But anyway, Broncos at home are a much better team. They have beaten the Patriots at home. And they are going to run all over Cincinnati's defense. This will be a blowout at home. Denver's going to win this game. Final score, 38-13, Denver Broncos.
I agree with that, and my pick as well is the Broncos over the Bengals. I say 35-23.
Yep. I'm sorry, Bengals fan. Your team's overrated.
Yes.
And once again, here's what I would love to see happen, though. In Week 17, Jacksonville Jaguars win the division, and then the Jaguars score 50 points against the Bengals on the wild card game, and that fire Marvin Lewis chance. I literally thought out of my head is like the Bengals lose like 52-20, and then the Bengals fans are like,
I am caller number 21, and Marvin Lewis needs to be fired. I am sick of motherfucking time of the Cincinnati Bengals in the first round of playoffs. I want to see my motherfucking team win the playoff game. God damn it, we need to win with someone else than Marvin Lewis. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's gonna be a realistic scenario there. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the Pain and Game Pick'em Show, episode number 14. And thank you, Steve, for being my guest on today. I want to let you say goodbyes, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas, for having me attend your show. I appreciate it, and I'd like to say enjoy your Christmas, everyone. May you enjoy it with your family and friends and everyone else. But for those of you that don't as well, but still enjoy your Christmas as well, even though, like I said, so enjoy the holidays, enjoy the football, and as always, take care and just enjoy the holidays. So just enjoy it as you can. Thank you.
Thank you guys for all watching the Pain and Game Pick'em Show tonight. I know this was last minute, but thank you guys all for watching. And we'll definitely have a good regular season finale next week, and then talk about the postseason the next week. So the following week after that. So thank you guys all for watching, and thank you guys for getting me to 200 subscribers. Help me get to more. I would like to get to 250 by the end of January. So let's make that happen, people. Thank you guys all for watching. Enjoy the holidays. Have a Merry Christmas. And we'll see you guys next week for the Pain and Pick'em Show. See you guys later and stay awesome. Have a great night.